Guys, it's Wade from 7 p.m. prayer, waiting to get ready to have dinner with my kid. And so I thought I'd share an idea with you as far as something that you can get started on that's very hands-on relative to prayer. So in Romans 8:34, it talks about how Jesus intercedes for us in prayer continually. And I think something that we don't think a lot about is how, because Jesus was successful at living a perfect life, coming down here and sacrificing his life for ours, because all of that was accomplished, it put him in a position now that we can be redeemed to where he's going to be praying for us continually. So I remember the first time that really sunk into me, that literally Jesus's job that he spends his time doing all day changed because of his success down here on this earth. His success was a very painful success, and his success was also relative to the way many of us choose to live. He skipped all the sinning for you and me. So because he skipped all the sinning for you and me, and he died for our sins and was redeemed and resurrected, he now gets to intercede in prayer for us continually. So I think most people, I've been here myself many times, you get this compulsion, like, I want to do something for God. And I think that a very basic and simple but incredibly important thing we can do is intercessory prayer, just like Christ does. And so when you get to thinking about most of the people when you get to thinking about you, there are very few people praying for most folks. If most people have one or two people praying for them, they're doing better than most. So as you pray for friends, family, your community, your nation, your prayers are important. And if we're doing what Jesus is doing and basically becoming a prayer partner with Jesus, then you're saying, if it's important enough for Jesus to do, it's important enough for me to do. So as you're praying, it's so easy, because we all have challenges, to get caught up in the different things relative to ourselves. But as you can begin to intercede for others and make that a part of your prayers at 7, and just a part of your daily prayers as you see people throughout the day, as you think about people that you know and situations, pray and stand on those promises of God that you are making a difference in those peoples and situations, and making a difference in their lives and in those situations. So that's a fantastic first and last step. I mean, if all a person ever accomplished as a Christian was being a dedicated intercessory prayer, that's a very, very important person. So this is what Jesus does. This is what we do. So I just wanted to share that with you, because oftentimes people do feel a little bit disempowered. Maybe they're busy at work. Maybe they've got lots of obligations with their family, their even personal things. That's fine, but you can still work in prayer into all of that. You don't have to change jobs. You don't have to become a missionary. You don't have to become a minister. You can, in effect, be a minister of prayer. So, God, when we begin to serve him, he's, in many cases, he understands that we're not in a position necessarily to have our life materially completely upended. If we can spiritually have our life upended, such that now all of a sudden, instead of just going through our day, we're spending time in our day thinking and praying about others and their situations, we have become a very important person in God's world. So start today at 7 p.m. when all Christians, irregardless of denomination and background, are praying together over friends, over family, over situations going on in your community, in the world. It's important. Let's do it. We can make a difference. Let's take God at his word. I appreciate you guys.